Hey, there's your light pollution for tonight. Some clouds, blue sky. Don't see any stars though, so not quite clear enough tonight. Anyway, Sunday night, some asshat forgot to turn those lights on. Don't know who that would have been. Probably that guy that does all the feeding. And I turned them on and checked the cows that are in there. Checking them, and I heard this familiar sound that I haven't heard for a while. It's way in the distance. It's actually, I'm gonna say, mile and a half anyway that way. Coyotes doing their little group yip. Yeah, at least they're not close. I think it was Ty that said she saw, maybe it was Becky, one of them anyway. Had one cross the road in front of her, half a mile north of us the other day. But we usually don't get them over here. Ones from the north usually only come to about the neighbors, and then they'll head west. So, but the place we farm on the other side of the hill up there has been probably 15 years ago anyway, when we were working ground. Coyote pups were being born, and worked ground and planted it, chased some pups around the edge of the field, just little pups. Came back and fertilized. Those little pups were a little bigger, and there were some other little pups with them. Went in and sprayed. Well, then there was 3 sets. Time we harvested, there was at least 7 sets of pups up there. Never did get a shot on the light. Somebody just chose to turn the light on and blind us. And she's putting the pups in their pens for the night.
Ouch.
Or she's mad and kicking them back out.
They've been barking in here. I put them to bed, and these last wipes have been barking at me.
Go figure. Well, they're going to figure it out and go to bed.
Oh, shit.
Because everybody else is going to bed, and if they bark all night, I'm going to put them in that frickin' thing.
No, they might be just sleeping with me.
Yeah, then they just keep barking anyway. Oh, anyway, I'm going to bed. Everything looks good. See what it looks like in the morning. Playing a little game of nose bumping this morning. That's the 4th time she's bumped my nose. This one, no. 431. I believe. I think she's out of the Kamambot that's in that one. She came up and she just bumped me with my finger twice. And 451 there did. She has not yet. Have you? But 451 did. And of course, 432. Like 5 times before I even checked to see if anybody else wanted to. So, slowly but surely. And keep in mind, we didn't have them tied very long because nobody was feeling up to doing anything with them. Part of them were tied for barely 1 day. But they had decent interaction. And they had good interaction when they were little. And she has just been the kind that she sneaks around the corner and watches and watches and watches. So that would be the one that came with the cow that Mom bought. And that would be the other one. And when they were like younger, one was a little lighter color than the other, and from here I can't see it, not in this lighting anyway. Just like their mamas, one's darker than the other. And I'm thinking that they're being friendly this morning because why? I didn't put any hay in last night. I half spaced it, half they had enough to make it. So I opted on they had enough to make it. Well, dang it. Mouse came from there. Zoom, pop back in. Zoom, pop back. I don't know where he is. Oh, down there. Good morning, Mouse. I see him at least every other morning. One mouse ain't doing nothing. Goes out the hole down there where the rats were, so he's probably living in the wall. Little bugger survived this winter out there. That's all good for him. We don't have a big infestation. I mean, the straw bale pile over there that had rats in it before, they're all gone. Haven't seen any sign of mice. Did have a mouse hanging up here a couple months ago by the grain, just because the dogs would go crazy and it'd disappear. Other than that, no, they still look around in there like Rainey was doing. But anyway, I say good morning to the mouse every time I see the mouse. Becky saw one in that feeder like a week ago. And every now and then, yeah, one or two. They're not hurting anything. Where are they, girls? You guys play with them. I'm sure you guys have your little free pets. Okay, that's enough of goofing off this morning. In case you can't hear it in the background, Brooke was here. She's leaving, which means Blakely's in the house. There we go. Say bye, Brooke. Have a good day, Brooke. Look who came running to see me. Can you say good morning? You make sure the door stays closed? Hey. No, leave that alone. Say good morning. Hi. Hi. What are you gonna do today besides ride the 2 gallons of Rain-X off into the sunset? Even though you're headed to the sunrise that we don't have this morning. You gonna see the moose? Leave it alone, please. Oh, leave. No, there's nothing there for you. That's all. That's my stuff. Doesn't fit you. Yeah, my hat's up there, huh? Yeah, my hat with my gloves and the mess up here. And the stocking cap with a light on it that Ron gave me for Christmas. That has been used quite a bit. Especially when the power was out. And I guess Ty's not feeling too good this morning. Go figure. Excuse the mess. That's the packaging from that cabinet, which is apparently going to go in the bathroom. We just got to get Becky's brother here to put it all in. That still needs to get steamed, though. What? What? Yeah, dogger's woofing, huh? Silly girl. She don't feel good this morning again. I think I already mentioned that. Did an e-visit. They decided she has bacterial sinus infection. And right where she's holding, that's where Blakely kicked her yesterday morning.
No, this morning.
This morning again? She jumped on her.
It was an accident because I was asleep.
She kicked her there a couple days ago too. So she's hurting there.
I just don't want to go to the ER. I think I'm going to have to.
Yeah, she don't want to go, but she knows if she goes, maybe they'll do something and it'll get better. And yes, she sent an email into her surgeon about what's going on. But, you know, he's so booked up, it's not even funny, but he can also order an ultrasound or something
I
too.
know I'm going to get looked at like a fucking retard because I don't have my ovaries or anything anymore to hurt.
Yeah, but you got a whole bunch of stuff that was all moved around and pissed off, and if something happened and it's not where it belongs.
I know, I just don't want to go.
So, anyway, that's how she is this morning. But she came out here, and yeah, she's still puking up snot and stomach acid, so that's why they decided that it's apparently that's what's going around is a bacterial sinus infection, and it's filling your guts full of snot.
I my eyes out for 20 minutes.
Hey, at least she talked to Maury. Not that he could understand her, but... And he's finally getting better. And she says, I'm the baby here. Why are you crying? Not cutie pie.
So I'm a 26-year-old baby.
And yeah, Bandit won't shut up. Bandit needs a bark collar. First time she's been down here to see this calf too. Anyway, I still got to get something done today. Get a hold of Tom and see if he found the parts he made over a year ago, so I can get them and make some wheel spacers when I get a chance, and see if he's got the new lift cylinder done for the pickup on the 2190 baler. Left. Put 2 more out for the cows. Figured I better put one out for these girls. Not only a protein tub, but they're a high mag, so they need magnesium before they go out on pasture. Otherwise, it can cause serious issues. Used to use Momag blocks. Make sure we got them out a month before they went out. They kind of double the year. Anybody wants to know, I haven't done it before. Hopefully you can see that. Well, Brooke and Matt got off work early, came to pick Becky up, and Matt hadn't put this back together yet. The owner of this thing backed into something and wiped out that boot. Matt changed all that here, what, 3 weeks ago? But he broke the clamp that holds the boot on at that far end. And couldn't get the clamp until, what, Friday or something it came in, I think. Kind of stupid. So since it was in the pickup and they were here, he just fixed that. And Brooke had Blakely out here drawing on the concrete. And she left these up here, so now I gotta get them. So that is done. All I've got done this afternoon is go back and forth getting tools for him. And they got a chiropractic appointment for Blakely. Apparently yesterday she was at Maury's and has a little scooter car that had a floor in it and you could push it around, but when they get big enough you take the floor out and they do the Fred Flintstone thing. And she's been moving funny today. It's like she knocked her back out of whack or her hip. So they're gonna go take care of that here in a little bit. In the meantime, Brooke's trying to help Becky. Not like you can see it.
Keep going.
I was trying to get him to say hi to Becky. Becky's not happy. She's been beating her head against the wall. Finally, actually got a hold of the accountant a little bit ago.
You're fuckheads. I hung up on her.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say I've been with the same people for...
Your parents have it.
Yeah, Mom and Dad where the farm was. Same people for over 20 years. We have tried to get an appointment to figure out what all we need to do. Because, you know, the way our wonderful taxation system works, the farm's all on Mom to the day she died. Then it's on me. So it's twice as much to do.
But they do. They have 1,000 taxes to do. So they don't have time for appointments. I have questions, and I called you months before it was busy tax season time. And so finally I said, never mind, I'll find my answers elsewhere, and I hung up on her. And I made Ed call them back, he got someone else. And now, this is great. We'll still do your mom's taxes, his mom's taxes, but they won't do the estate taxes. Well, then what the fuck good are you to me if you're not going to do all of them? I'm a bit hot right now.
So, and to go back a ways, you know, Mom passed September 12th. It was 15th, maybe the 20th, when we tried to get an appointment and have gotten nowhere because they were busy.
You told me there was no rush.
No rush. They were busy. Called multiple times since. Becky's called at least a half a dozen times since the first of the year and left messages.
During business hours and after business hours.
Nobody's ever answered the phone till today. Thankfully, I did get a different person than Becky did. It actually happens to be the person who has been doing Mom's taxes for at least the last 5 years, maybe longer. But yeah, when Dad passed, they took care of everything. Not this time. So then that makes it kind of redundant because somebody else has to go through all the same stuff just to do what we have to have done, which means we basically pay them twice. And it's not like there's any inexpensive accountants anymore.
I'm over it.
So anyway, that's how our day's ending.
Attorney's appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, an attorney appointment tomorrow,
Fargo.
thanks to the Wells Fargo fiasco
Won't
crap.
release anything.
I don't know if I mentioned it or not before, but they will not release any information concerning my trust to me
Unless all the beneficiary papers, and that means
unless-
that everything goes to you.
I sign everything off, and then they dump the whole thing in my lap.
Which is a building in Portland that has 3 renters in it. We know nothing about commercial property or any of that. We're trying to find someone to take over the trust for short term till we can sell it. So I've got 2 people that I've been emailing shit to today. Hopefully they're gonna come up with what they need to say how much it's gonna cost them to manage the building until we sell it. And yeah, but Wells Fargo won't do anything.
And in the meantime, we can't let these other 2 outfits know what everything is there to manage because why? Wells Fargo will not.
Wells Fargo
Give
won't
us
even tell
any
us who's there in the building.
I mean, I do happen to know who one of the renters is because they've been there for like
Forever.
30 years or longer. You know, I know of them. I don't know them. You know, well-established restaurant. That's what I can tell you. And, but I can't get anything Wells Fargo about what it is, even though I own the whole damn works now. So anyway, that's our rant for the night. Excuse me, but Wells Fargo can fuck off. Did I say that?
I'm so pissed I can't even see straight.
So that's one reason she hasn't been in a lot of video for a while. Her forehead looks like she's been beaten on the wall for 10 years because she's been beating her head on the wall for the last 6 months. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Finish feeding. Call it a day. Hopefully tomorrow will be a good day. Thanks for watching, everybody.